Hello, welcome to Daily News from Al-Jawadain TV. Scholarly meetings of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi during nights of Ramadan. Another session of the scholarly meetings at the house of the esteemed religious authority Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom was held during the holy month of Ramadan. During this session, several senior scholars, clerics, and seminarians asked their questions on Islamic beliefs, history, and law. Other topics discussed in this meeting included rulings on finding an expensive item, difference between types of knowledge, performance of wudu, the choice between saving one's life or someone else's, etc. The dear viewers can tune in these scholarly meetings every night at 10:30 p.m. Qom local time, live on Al-Jawadain TV and other Shia TV networks, as well as the Al-Shirazi application. Sayyid Ahmad Shirazi meets cultural and religious figures in Kuwait. Sayyid Ahmad Shirazi, the son of the esteemed Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, met with Ayatollah Sayyid Sabah al-Shubar, one of the religious scholars of Kuwait. He also visited the library of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and attended the Diwani of Sayyid Ahmad Bahbahani and the Lari family. In his recent initiative, he also met and conversed with members of the Pasha family, Haj Jafar al-Kuwaiti and Haji Ismail al-Khurshid. Additionally, he visited the Husseiniya of the late Haji Kazim Bushehri and the residence of the late Haji Nasrullah al-Atarim. PR officer of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi hosts delegation from Baghdad. Sayyid Arif Nasrullah, the public relations director of the office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, continues to host various religious and cultural personalities during the blessed month of Ramadan and welcomed a delegation from Baghdad. In this meeting, he considered the month of Ramadan as an opportunity to renew the covenant with Allah, His Messenger, and the AhlulBayt, peace be upon them. At the end of his speech, Mr. Nasrullah shared some of the recommendations of the esteemed Grand Ayatollah Shirazi on how to make the most out of the opportunities provided by the holy month of Ramadan. Al-Shire TV distributes food packs to needy in Basra, Iraq. Food packs donated by the Al-Shire TV reached orphan and needy families in Basra province. This charity work was conducted in accordance with the orders of the Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Shirazi to support impoverished and low-income households. Imam Hussein TV donates iftar meals in Holy Karbala, Iraq. Imam Hussein TV serves iftar meals to pilgrims and lovers of the Master of Martyrs, Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, in the holy city of Karbala. This program is funded by a group of philanthropists and viewers of Imam Hussein TV. Sayyid Shuhada Committee donates food to Shiites in East Africa. The Global Committee of Hazrat Sayyid Shuhada, peace be upon him, affiliated with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Kuwait, has delivered hundreds of special Ramadan food packages to needy Shia families in East Africa. This action is in line with the guidelines of the Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Shirazi regarding addressing the needs of the needy and was carried out within the framework of the charity activities of this committee. During these humanitarian efforts, hundreds of needy Shia families in Tanzania benefited from this action on the third day of Ramadan this year. Activities by AhlulBayt Center in Madagascar. The AhlulBayt Center, one of the centers affiliated with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the city of Mahajanga in Madagascar, held a special religious ceremony for teenagers and children in addition to its daily activities during the blessed month of Ramadan. This ceremony included the recitation of Hadith al-Qissa, recitation of the Holy Quran, speeches, and morning rituals, all of which were performed by the attending teenagers. Another activity of the AhlulBayt Center during the blessed month was the organization of Quran recitation sessions, which were held every day with the presence of dozens of faithful men and women. Misbah al-Hussein Foundation holds 10th meeting on Arbain 2030 Vision Project. The 10th meeting on the Arbain 2030 Vision with the presence of 50 Million Pilgrims Project was held at the Cultural and Charitable Foundation of Misbah al-Hussein in Karbala. In addition to the managing director and other officials of Misbah al-Hussein Foundation, a group of guests with expertise in urban planning and civil engineering were present at this meeting. The attending team briefly explained their initial plan for the aforementioned project, and other proposals were raised by the attendees. Furthermore, the participants emphasized the necessity of establishing communication with global and international engineering companies for the execution of the Arbaeen 2030 vision with the presence of 50 million pilgrims project. AhlulBayt Institute donates food baskets to needy in Basra. The AhlulBayt Cultural and Charitable Institution, which is one of the institutions affiliated with the religious authority Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the city of Basra, has announced the distribution of its second food baskets during the holy month of Ramadan. This charitable activity was carried out in accordance with the recommendations of the religious authority to support the needy, and it is expected to be repeated in the coming days. Rasul Adam Institute donates food to needy in Baghdad. Thanks to the officials of Rasul Adam Institution, families in the deprived areas around Baghdad continue to benefit from the food packages of this institution. In a recent action, dozens of other food packages were delivered to families living in these areas as the third shipment. These actions are taken on the occasion of the holy month of Ramadan and in practice following the recommendations of the religious authority to support the needy. Sayyid Shuhada Institute runs Ramadan special projects in Holy Karbala, Iraq. Sayyid Shuhada Institute, one of the centers related to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Karbala, implemented its annual project. During this project, which was carried out in cooperation with the World Committee of Hazrat Sayyid Shuhada in Kuwait, hundreds of food packages were given to needy and orphan families. It should also be noted that this institution continues to hold its weekly training courses in Basra this year. These courses include the teaching of the Holy Quran and moral and religious lessons. Sayyid Shuhada Institute is one of the centers related to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Faf city of Basra province, which operates under the supervision of the Al-Shire Global Network. Preaching Department of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi's office holds Quranic courses in Mosul. The Preaching Department of the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Najaf continues to carry out Ramadan activities in the Iraqi city of Mosul. The holding of Quran recitation sessions is one of the activities that will be held in different mosques of this city in cooperation with Sheikh Ali Musali. During the past few days, these meetings were held in the Martyr Ali al-Hadi Mosque and the Hussainiyas of Abdullah al-Razi and Shahadat al-Taf. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi holds Ramadan meetings in Basra, Iraq. The special meetings on the nights of the holy month of Ramadan continue in the office of the Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Hussein Shirazi in Basra city. These meetings are held every year on the nights of the holy month of Ramadan with the presence of Sheikh Nazar al-Hassan, the director of the authority's office. Also, dozens of religious figures and seminarians and the general public participate in these meetings and examine jurisprudential and belief issues. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi hosts conference in Beirut, Lebanon. The Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Beirut held an intellectual meeting on Friday, 9th of Ramadan this year under the title Hazrat Abu Talib and Hazrat Khadija. Sheikh Jalal Ma'ash, the representative of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, gave a speech at this event. At the beginning of his speech, he addressed the issue of false beliefs that today's youth are involved with, and in the second part of his speech, he discussed the positions of Hazrat Abu Talib in defense of the Messenger of God, peace be upon him. At the end of this meeting, the attendees raised their questions and the representative of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi answered them. Senior scholars and clerics attend meetings at Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Karbala, Iraq. The Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Karbala continues to hold religious and scholarly meetings in the nights of the holy month of Ramadan with the presence of a number of scholars and students of religious sciences and the general public of believers. Over the past few nights, several topics including the sighting of the crescent moon and the difference in jurisprudence, the rulings on the traveler's fast, hijab, rulings on buying and selling paintings, and some religious issues such as the meaning of the Hadith al-Thaqalain, etc., were discussed in these meetings. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi runs 12th round of charity program in Mazar-e-Sharif, Afghanistan. The Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the city of Mazar-e-Sharif in Afghanistan announced the implementation of the 12th stage of chicken meat distribution among the needy and orphans of this city. This action took place at the same time as the anniversary of the death of al-Mu'minin, Lady Khadija, peace be upon her, and in accordance with the recommendations of the religious authority to support the needy. Director of AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center attends memorial of Hazrat Abu Talib in Baghdad. Ali Sarai, the director of the AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center in Baghdad, attended a ceremony that was held to honor the true believer of the Quraysh, Hazrat Abu Talib, peace be upon him. The ceremony was organized by the Abu Talib Cultural Foundation, and it was attended by a group of cultural, social, and literary figures. Fatima Zahra Institute runs charity programs in Holy Karbala, Iraq. Fatima Zahra Institute is one of the centers related to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Karbala and continues to carry out its Ramadan charity activities. Over the past few days, this institution distributed livelihood packages among needy families and the residents of deprived areas of the holy city of Karbala. The officials of this institution recently implemented the 9th stage of this charitable activity in Karbala. Activities by delegates of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Kuwait. Believers and scientific, social, and political personalities in Kuwait welcomed the delegation of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi during the nights of the holy month of Ramadan. The said delegation meets and talks with these personalities in the nights of the holy month. For this purpose, this delegation attended the Diwaniya of Salim family, the Diwaniya of Dr. Hisham Saleh, one of the Shia representatives in the Kuwaiti parliament, the Diwaniya of the Nasser family, the Husseiniya of Hazrat Imam Bagher, and the house of Haj Mahmud al-Khaja. Also, during the past nights, this delegation attended the Al-Iradi Diwaniya, the Al-Qatan Diwaniya, the Al-Naqi Diwaniya, the Qabazar Diwaniya, and the house of Haji Hamza Anki.